I'm Cynthia.
And I'm Max, and we're here to provide you the cool city projects that you're going to see right now.
The overall goal of this kit is to demonstrate the urban heat island effect. Asphalt and buildings absorb a lot of heat, so cities tend to be significantly warmer than their surrounding countryside. You will model this effect by building your own model city. Play around with designs to figure out how to build a city that stays reasonably cool.
We provide the building components for the city, as well as an infrared thermometer. You will provide water, plants, and a heat source. Let's see what's in the kit. We got 2 ice cube trays to form the urban grid, asphalt cubes to build streets, dirt cubes to go under buildings. Some have holes for plants, turkey baster for making lakes and ponds, and then 3 types of buildings: wood, 1 to 3 stories, glass, 1 to 4 stories, and steel, 1 to 3 stories.
Now you will need to provide some things of your own. They include some water, about a cup will suffice, some leafy twigs from your own garden. These will represent plants and trees in your city. And you're going to need to provide a heat source. The space heater, a small one like this, is an especially good choice, but you do need to be careful that you don't blow any circuits. If you wanted to go all out and get a real heat lamp, that'll cost you $25 or $30, but will be a very useful tool for further studies. Also, in a pinch, a blow dryer is an inexpensive alternative. So now we have all our things together. Let's build a model city to see how these things might go together. We will use both trays to start out. We're going to make a square layout. You may wish to start with a single tray. Your city needs 1 continuous street crossing in each direction, but the streets don't have to be straight. Yeah, after you build your first street, you need to decide where any water features might go.
Now fill in the remaining grids with dirt. Some of the grids will have buildings, others will have plants. Each 1-story building blocks hold 5 people. So this 4-story building block will hold about 20 people. Your city needs to house 200 people, only 100 if you use a single ice cube tray. It's a good idea to try to use a few different types of buildings because glass, metal, wood, and all have different thermal properties.
So here's our completed city. You see that it has roads, a few neighborhoods, a lake, and some parks. Now when you're working with kids, you may wish to start with a completed city or have them build their own, depending on time constraints.
Along with your kit comes a thermometer. Point and just read out. So before you apply heat, measure each part of the city. It should all be at room temperature.
Then you're going to bring in your heat source, and you're going to want to heat your city for about a minute. If you use a big source like this, if you use a blow dryer, it might take a little longer. Once you've warmed up your city, you're going to take temperature readings of each location again. Some key things you might notice. First, you should find that water doesn't change temperature very much. The plants will tend to heat up very quickly, but also cool down very quickly. Asphalt should heat up quite a bit and stay hot. These are some of the things that we're hoping that your kids will notice.
Some questions you might have to guide kids' explorations. What parts of the cityscape stays coolest? What parts gets hottest? What part is the hottest 1 to 2 minutes after turning off heat? What types of buildings absorb the most heat? Does the height of the building affect how it responds to heat? Do some materials get hotter when they're near certain other materials? How would you design a city to stay cool? There are some possible modifications you could try. You could start with a completed city or let the kids build their own. You could do data tables and graphs. You could place heat sources in different locations.
We hope you enjoy your Cool Cities kit.